On everybody, Freaknik coming to y'all live from Vancouver, Canada. About to talk a little Euroleague. Coming into week 3 of the top 16, the Feast or Famine Wednesday. 3 games, 6 teams, 3 of those teams 2-0 coming in. 3 of those teams winless at 0-2. So you're either looking to be undefeated or looking for that first win. In the first matchup, it was CSKA Moscow at 2-0 versus another undefeated team, Asseco Procom. The score was close. 84-73, 11-point game. That's about where it stayed the whole game. Asseco didn't really have much of a chance, but they still fought their little hearts out as always. David Logan, big game, played 39 minutes. Got to wonder about him wearing down as the season goes on, but for Procom, they just want to advance, and that'll probably be enough for them. So he dropped 15 for them, 3 of 5 from 2, 3 of 9 from 3. He was not shy beyond the arc for 18 ranking. Also grabbed 6 boards, 4 assists, and 3 steals. So really filling up the stat sheet there. Another tough-looking game for Quintel Woods. He did end up with 16 points in 31 minutes, ranking of 9, and 5 assists, but forcing the issue a little bit on offense. Would have liked to see him dig into the shot clock a little deeper before some of the stuff that he hucked up at the rim. Jan Jagla, another non-existent game on offense, only 5 points in 19 minutes, only took 3 shots the entire game. You like to see the blonde bomber get up a few more than that. And then Ewing, not a whole lot out of him. 1 of 8 from 2, 1 of 2 from 3. So maybe this is one of those games where you need to look for him to distribute a little bit more. But then again, in Moscow, they probably weren't expecting too much. And they definitely were not planning on Sasha Kaun having the beastly game he did. 35 minutes, 18 points, 10 boards for a 32 ranking, 9 higher than anyone on this EuroLeague Wednesday. Puts him in the driver's seat for the EuroLeague weekly MVP. What strides he's made from last year. It's absolutely remarkable. Deer in the headlights in last year's Final Four to certified stud with Mateusz Smotis out still with that injured back for CSKA. So obviously they love to see that. Ramunis kept his hot hand from last week, and he was 4 of 8 from the field. 6 assists to go with that and a steal. Victor Kriapa kept doing what Victor Kriapa does. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's the real deal. He fills the stat sheet up. Kirilenko status from 05-06 type seasons where he had 13 points here, 5 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals. He did have 5 turnovers, but hey, like I said, he was trying to get a little something from everything, so you can't fault him for that. Moving on now, Olympiacos Sabona. This was way closer than it should have been. Olympiacos kind of in control the whole game, but Sabona made a late charge, again led by Marco Tomas. He's averaging 21 in 3 games so far in the top 16. You'd really love to see him either get on a really good team next year or get the Sabona front office to put some talent around him. I'm guessing the former is going to happen. He might have a big payday coming pretty soon. 23 points for him in 36 minutes. Jamont Gordon also in top 5 in top 16 scoring. 37 minutes, 20 points for him, and Bojan Bogdanovic chipped in with 15. For Olympiacos, they were led by the Croatian sensation playing against his hometown team, Nikola Vujicic. He had 16 points in only 16 minutes, showing that efficiency that we used to know out of the big guy. A bit lead-footed now, but that didn't stop him from hitting 8 of 10 from the field and grabbing 6 boards. Childress led Olympiacos on the boards with 9 and finished with 11 points. Kleza, quiet game for him, only 10 points, but hey, he doesn't need to do it every week out. It's good to know that other folks can step in. Something I am worried about, Olympiacos. Hopefully they watched the Barcelona game last week. Barcelona, not really all there, didn't really have a good game plan together, weren't really playing as hard as they needed to, and they got out-hustled by Partizan. So I don't want to see Olympiacos fall into that lulled state where they expect to win every time out. They should expect to win, but they're going to have to earn it, especially if they're only winning by 3 at home versus a weaker Sabona team. And last point for this game here, really not quite sure why Patrick Beverley isn't getting Scooney Pins minutes. I know they brought in Scooney, but no points this week in 13 minutes. He hasn't even gotten close to cracking double figures in points. If you're going to play him that much, you might as well give those minutes to Beverley. Beverley's going to give you hustle and defense up top because Teodosic kind of lacks there. So that'd be a good little balance. Love you, Scooney. I miss you back here in the States. You've given us some great times, but honestly, it might be time for a little change for Coach Giannakis and the crew. Unicaja Zalgiris. This was going to be a fun one from the start and not necessarily in a good way. Ramonas Patautis on his way out from Zalgiris in a crazy, inexplicable, if you ask me, and basically indefensible move by Romanov, team president, front office there, to let him go after he's only been there a little over a month. And what did he do for the team? Oh, well, he turned them around from a 1-7 team, won their last 2 games to get to the top 16. And some people say, oh, well, you know, a new coach, he's supposed to fire it up. He's supposed to give that atmosphere. Why punish him for achieving what he's expected to do and then some? Yeah, he's had a rough start here. And yeah, they've lost a couple games in the Baltic League to a couple younger teams, but you know what? Shit happens. So you got to move on from that. Still undefeated in Lithuanian League. Treated poorly. From what I understand, from what I've seen, folks in Kaunas don't exactly understand what's going on either. I saw a quote from Romanov: "It's not my job to win games. It's my job to worry about advancing the team." Here's a little something for you to chew on, Romy. The two don't have to be mutually exclusive. Winning oftentimes can take care of a lot of things. The claim was he wasn't playing the young talent, but I beg to disagree, as Mario Delis has had a huge role since he's gotten in for the injured Travis Watson. And look at a lot of their core players. Look at Pochis, look at Bejic. These guys are young. Even Kaunietis, not long in the tooth yet. So to say that they're not giving their youngsters a chance is a cop-out, and I have a feeling something else is going on there. But we'll just have to wait and see. Bottom line, I haven't even told y'all a score yet, have I? 86-68. An 18-point affair, loss for Zalgiris on the road, where they never fare well, but even less so when they're expected to be led by 2, not 1, interim coaches, 2. So they go from having 1 voice to 2 in the huddle, 2 less experienced voices, and that had to be hectic. Would have loved to be in that huddle to hear what was going on and see what was going on. So the players must be confused, the fans must be confused, and I, for one, am extremely confused. For Unicaja, the Juan Dixon experiment took a step up from last week, where he was 2 of 13 from the field. He had 16 this week. Omar Cook had 13, 7 assists, so maybe they're figuring out how to play with one another. Now would be a good time to do that. One last note from the game, a prospect that I'm high on, and I know Slam is high on as well, Augusto Cesar Lima. Got 18 minutes, scored 9 points, and grabbed 6 boards. So that's his best game as a Euroleaguer. Not even 20 yet. This guy's going to be a shot blocker. He has the length. He hasn't really done it yet. He has the length. He has the timing. He just needs to put it all together. He's going to be a big shot blocker. Vasquez-esque. So just mark my words on that. He'll gain about 10, 15 pounds and start scaring some folks in European paint. So that's about it for today. Tomorrow we got Marusi playing Partizan. I like Partizan there. I like Maccabi to beat FS Pilsen at home. I like Montepaschi to defend the home court against Real Madrid. I think Kimki's going to come in and be the lone road winner here, beating Caja Laboral, taking advantage of the last week, hopefully, that Thiago Splitter's out. That'd be big for their chances of advancement. And Regal, I think they bounce back. I don't think Panathinaikos usually is going to lose 3 games in a row, but when they're going into Paula Blaugrana and playing Regal after a loss, Regal's going to be pissed. They're going to be ready. Panathinaikos, they look tired. Frankly, all across the board, they look tired. We're going to need a beastly game from Nikola Pekovic